Brain Open Your Mind, The Art of Becoming Limitless. Inspired by To Do Amo, by Dũng. There comes a moment in every person's life when comfort begins to feel like confinement, when success starts to taste like stagnation, and the dreams that once burned brightly seem buried under routine. That moment, says Dũng, is not the end of growth but the invitation to a new beginning. It's the whisper of life urging us to open our minds. In his book To Do Amo Open Mind, Dũng explores one of humanity's most powerful, yet most neglected abilities, the ability to think openly. It's not just a philosophy about optimism or adaptability, it's a declaration of freedom from the invisible walls that limit how we think, act, and live. He believes that most people are not trapped by the world outside, but by the world inside. The walls we build of fear, pride, habit, and assumption become prisons that shape our lives more tightly than any external circumstance ever could. To open your mind, he writes, is to see the cage and to realize it was never locked. The invisible walls within. Dũng begins by identifying the walls that silently control us. The first is fear of failure, of being judged, of stepping into the unknown. Fear convinces us that safety equals happiness, when in truth, safety is often the death of progress. He says, courage is not about having no fear. It's about deciding that something else matters more. Then comes ego, the wall built by pride. It whispers, I already know, I'm right, I don't need to listen. But the more certain we are, the less we grow. Dũng reminds us that humility is not weakness. It is the mind's greatest strength. A closed ego cannot learn, an open heart never stops expanding. And finally, habit, the wall of repetition. We wake, work, scroll, sleep, and repeat, until our lives become predictable and numb. Habit creates comfort, and comfort creates illusion. The illusion that time will wait. Dũng calls this the most dangerous wall of all, because it feels safe while it slowly kills our curiosity. The first act of opening one's mind, therefore, is to see the walls, to name them, question them, and begin to push against them. Curiosity, the key that unlocks every door. Every open mind begins with one question, why? Curiosity, Dũng says, is not a trait of the young or the gifted, it's the natural state of every human being before the world teaches them to stop asking questions. Somewhere between childhood and adulthood, we trade wonder for certainty, and questions for answers. But progress has never come from answers, it has always come from questions. When we stop asking why, we stop evolving. The People W.